Alright, here we're talking about the sun and the trees with photosynthesis. Photosynthesis we've seen before is an equation as 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O with sunlight will give you 6 O2 and C6H12O6, your glucose. And all this is powered with sunlight. Rubisco is a protein that we're going to talk about. It's very similar to hemoglobin. Red is going to denote the carbon dioxide. So you have carbon, and then also red with the carbon and glucose. Blue will be the oxygen in H2O and the oxygen in the air that we breathe. So let's talk about where all these things come from. So we have ourselves a tree here. Of course, in this tree, we have the roots down in the ground, and in the ground we have some fertilizers here. We'll talk about that in a bit. So water is in the ground and it goes up into the roots. Water goes up from the roots into the tree, and into the tree it goes to a leaf. So let's draw a small little leaf to see what I'm talking about. We got our veins and we have our leaf, and inside the leaf is where the water goes inside, and same thing that goes into the leaf but from the air is your CO2. So let's zoom in on the leaf. Inside the leaf we have some cells. So this is a cross section of a cell. Here's another cell right next to it. These are two cells. So I'll just note this as a cell. Inside the cell we have these things called chloroplasts. They are like the mitochondria inside your own cells. Sunlight comes from the sun and goes into the leaf. So that sunlight is also over here. Water comes up into the chloroplast, and as a result, with the sunlight hitting, it will make oxygen coming out of this tree. The other thing that's coming in from outside is the CO2. CO2 goes into this chloroplast and out comes glucose, C6H12O6. Important thing about carbon dioxide, you have this Rubisco that carries it. It's just like the hemoglobin. Carbon dioxide has to go with Rubisco to get to the cell of the plant. This Rubisco is made of nutrients, NPK. NPK are from the fertilizers found in the soil. N stands for nitrogen. P stands for phosphorus, and K stands for potassium. That is why you need fertilizers. The fertilizers make Rubisco and other parts of the plant. One other thing to note is that the glucose that is made inside the plant eventually goes to the fruit of the plant. And that is the whole point of photosynthesis.